Well, that sucked. That one tonight was definitely a hard game for me to stomach. And to tell you guys the truth, I'm still trying to get all my thoughts and words in order, and I'm just still trying to wrap my mind around what happened on that field tonight. Just unfreaking real. I don't even know where to begin. Well, wait, I take that back. Yes, I do. One thing that will never change in me doing these videos is my sportsmanship, and I tip my... No, hang on. I tip my hat and offer my congratulations to the University of Michigan. I mean, what can I say? You guys have had our number 4 out of the last 5 years, and tonight was no different. So, congratulations. You deserve the victory. One thing I do have to get off my chest, though, while it's still fresh in my mind, and I know what a lot of you guys out there are going to start thinking as soon as you hear me start talking. But just hear me out, okay? Those refs tonight, just complete bullshit on the 2 pass interference calls. A very inconsistent crew. That's how they were all night. But, and of course, the 2 calls I'm talking about was the first pass interference that happened right before the half, which led to a Michigan touchdown, and the one at the end of the game, which led to their seal-the-deal touchdown. I can tell you guys one thing. Those were not pass interference. That was clean, old-fashioned coverage. So all I can say is let them play, ref. And you know, for a referee to make bullshit calls like that in such crucial points in the game, just unfreaking believable. I mean, now granted, at near the end of the game, the second one that we had, okay, that was pass interference, but still, the first one before that never should have been made because it was not pass interference. It was a clean coverage, a clean interception. And I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, okay, here it comes. He's being a sore loser. He's blaming the refs for Notre Dame's loss tonight. No, I'm not. I'm not blaming them. If you want to be honest, in the grand scheme of things, we put ourselves there. Okay, I'm not blaming the refs. I'm just saying that for them to make such bullshit, stupid penalty calls in those crucial times, I'm not saying that they were the reason we lost, but it did contribute to it. You don't make calls like that. And this is what ruins the game of college football for me. You got some ref who always has to, at a crucial point in the game, make a bogus penalty call like that. Just unfreaking believable. Let them play. Okay? Let them play. Neither one of those were pass interference calls. It was clean coverage. And also, speaking of which, I'd like to know where the refs were pretty much the whole first quarter when Stephon Tuitt was being held nonstop. Especially on Michigan's 60-yard touchdown, which, crucial part in the game, which when he was being just grabbed by his jersey by the Michigan's offensive tackle, right point-blank range in front of the referee. Where was the holding call there? Go back and watch the tape if you don't believe me. Just unfreaking real. Now look, I'm not one who blames officials for a loss, unless of course it's something like blatantly like horrible, like throughout the whole game. But I understand that these officiating crews, some of them have certain penalties that they're tied on, like pass interference, face mask, holding, whatever, and that's fine. But be consistent. Call it both ways. Tonight, I did not see that. I saw bullshit tonight. And again, I'm not blaming the refs for our defeat tonight, but those 2 crucial, bogus calls contributed to it. I mean, I was watching, earlier on the Florida and Miami and the South Carolina-Georgia games. Those refs were letting them play. Why can't the ones up north do that? Just let them play, refs. Let them play. And I understand, guys, that losing is a part of the game. I mean, your team can't win every single time they step out on the field, and I get that. Losing is losing. It is what it is, and I can take it. But I hate losing like that. No team should have to lose like that. That is bullshit for a team to lose that way. And to be all honest, I would rather have us get blown out like 45-50 to nothing, and then be like, okay, yep, We were completely 100% dominated tonight. But that wasn't the case tonight. So anyway, just getting that off my chest. You guys can take it however you want. If you want to think I'm blaming the refs, go right ahead and think that. I call you a moron if you do think that. All I'm saying is they made some bogus calls and contributed to it. Not the full reason for it. But going to the main part of this video, aside from the refs, you know, as I said earlier, we put ourselves there. Basically, this is simple. It all goes back to what I said in my preview video of what we had to not do in order to win this game. We did every single one of it. Every single one of those things. We turned the ball over, couldn't cover worth a damn, couldn't tackle worth a damn, couldn't get enough pressure worth a damn on the quarterback. You know, I know there were some good things that happened out there tonight. I mean, you know, Stephon Tuitt had the nice defensive play that resulted in a touchdown. Tommy Rees had a 300-yard game, threw for a couple touchdowns. But this is just me, myself personally. It's really hard to see the good in a loss. It really is. You know, I try to, but it's just really hard for me. But, you know, I said in my preview that if we didn't protect the football, if we couldn't play sharp on defense, couldn't cover, then we were screwed. Well, they did. No, the Irish did every single one of those things tonight, so hence we lost. And you know, the two turnovers came back to bite us in the butt. So, where do we go from here? Now, of course, I am a true Irish fan through and through. That'll never quit. That'll never stop. But we have to get better. I mean, the schedule only gets tougher from here. And if we think Michigan was tough, think of what's going to happen in the next 3 weeks when, you know, Oklahoma and USC come to town. It's not getting any easier. So we got to brush it up. We got to fix it now. Okay, we cannot play like this anymore. And it just, you know, it really makes me wonder, you know, how many times is history going to repeat itself? And it seems like in recent years, and even before Brian Kelly got here, it seems like we can never learn from our mistakes, and that we just do the same old all the time. Like, for example, our first two offensive drives of the game both resulted in a 3-and-out. When are we ever going to take some chances there? I mean, look, I get the whole conservative play calling and, you know, want to get a feel-out process. I understand that, but let's take some more risks for a change. I mean, even if something goes wrong, you still got the rest of the game to make up for it. Make something happen early. But of course, there's more to it than just that. I mean, both sides of the ball, we have to get better. We can't keep playing like this. I mean, I said it. You know, we could have gotten away with the stuff against Temple, but what did I say? We were not going to be able to get away with it against tougher teams like Michigan, and it showed tonight. So let's get our crap together, guys. We still got 10 games to play. Season's not over yet. We still have a chance to make this a very memorable season. National championship hopes? I don't know. But hey, a lot can happen in 10 games. But at this point, it's let's just try to get to the BCS at this young part in the season. So with that, guys, this is IndySean45 signing off for this video. You know, it'll never quit. Go Irish. Let's get them next week at Purdue. Start fresh.